I just took TryHackMe's SEC0 certification. I'm going to be going through the pros, the cons, the exam structure, and if I think it's worth the price of $86.25 with tax, or if you should take something else. It's a pretty simple exam structure. It's point-based. You have 6 sections, 10 questions in each section, and every question is 10 points. You can get a total of 600 points, and you need 390 to pass. Most questions are kind of like multiple choice. You have to point one concept to an explanation, or it can be something like you have to order this in from the bottom or from the top. And other than that, there is one section where it's a little bit of practical windows, and there is a little bit of run this code, what's the output kind of thing. So we can start out with the positives from the exam. You're probably gonna pass it. It's pretty easy and simple as long as you have basic IT fundamentals. It's a good way to show visual progress. Like if you're just starting out in cybersecurity and you need a little bit of I can do it, it's a nice starting point, 100%. And it's a good clear visual representation of progress. Other than that, it isn't a lot of positives. But negatives, now we can speak a little bit. So first of all, the limited depth, it's really shallow. As long as you know basic IT fundamentals, you're good. You don't need any cybersecurity expertise at all. And that becomes kind of a problem when you introduce it as beginner cybersecurity certification, which is something you're supposed to show your employer. And I feel like if I was gonna employ someone and I knew what was in the exam, I wouldn't respect it at all. And honestly, for $86, that's pretty bad in my personal opinion. And then you have the lack of practical. You have a little bit of Windows commands. That's about it. Rest of it is just multiple choice. And honestly, you're sitting at home on your computer. You can access ChatGPT. You can Google stuff. Like, it doesn't prove anything. And then you have the time issue where the machine takes about 5 minutes to start sometimes out of your 45 minutes in each section, which, I mean, I understand that the machine takes time, but it shouldn't touch your already limited time. And then you have the lab environment. Me, myself, I have a Norwegian keyboard, and it didn't work. I had to type it into notebook, and then I had to copy in the commands and press enter. It's pretty annoying. I might have been able to fix it, but I shouldn't have to when I have 45 minutes to take the section. That's something I feel like should be fixed. It feels like they've done the absolute minimum they have to, and it's not cheap. Like, for most people, $86, like, it's a few good meals, you know? And then there's also, like, in one section, I think half the questions were like, press run on VS Code and what's the output? Like, what does that prove? Nothing. Nothing at all. So, my final verdict after taking the exam, I wouldn't do it again. Like, if I wasn't making a video on it, there would be no point doing it. If it was $20 or something, it could be a good stepping stone. But for the price of $86, I don't think it's worth it. I think you should spend your money on something else. When you feel you're ready, go for a bigger exam. Go for something that actually proves that you have knowledge. Something that an employer actually looks at and can be like, oh, this person knows what they're doing. So thank you for watching the first episode of Got to Pass 'em All. Hope I see you in the next one.